10 secrets all narcissists keep. Let's do it. Hey friends, Tamie M, Joyce here, empowerment life coach, creator of the Freedom class and the Ascension class. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy that you are here. If you'd like to learn more about my coaching programs or how to become a coaching client, there's a link in the description below this video where you can apply to see if you qualify for a free one-on-one consultation with either myself or a member of my team. So let's dive into 10 secrets all narcissists keep. Number one, they know they're abusive. Hear me? They know full well that what they do is abuse. They know when they're lying, they know they are deliberately gaslighting you, and they know perfectly well that they have hurt you. They even know how exactly. The issue is not whether or not they know, I assure you, they know. The issue is that they don't care. Worse, more often than not, they actually get a sick kick out of behaving the way they do. They enjoy your hurt, your shock and dismay, your emotional reactivity, because it makes them feel powerful, important, and significant. And that, for a narcissist, is grade A narcissistic supply. They'll still play dumb, though, and pretend like they have no ever-loving idea what you're even talking about, why you're reacting the way you are, why you feel the way you do. And that, my friends, is just another way they abuse you. In addition to the original transgression, neglect, and abuse, acting as if they do not know, they didn't realize, please, they know. And they like it. They like it a lot. Secret number two that all narcissists keep is this. Despite outward appearances and all the performing that they do, they are in fact deeply insecure, fear, and shame-based people. Never mind all the grandiosity of the overt narcissist, and don't be fooled by the mild-mannered, I'm such a good girl or good boy act and performance of the covert narcissist. They may be bold and brazen, appearing outwardly quite sure of themselves, or in the case of the covert narcissist, who are most definitely master manipulators, people who are capable of putting on the most incredibly believable performances, while just beneath the surface is a whole other reality. Either way, I assure you, underneath the false bravado and underneath the mask and fake phony performance, narcissistic people are deeply insecure, fear, and shame-based people to their core. And they will go to great lengths to hide that fact and keep it secret from you and everyone else. Secret number three that all narcissists keep is that you have other and probably much better options available to you, besides putting up with the nonsense the narcissist brings to the table, and they know it. But they don't want you to know that. Now, there's a reason they diminish, demean, and devalue you the way they do. There's a reason they triangulate the way they do. There is a reason they gather the troops and run decades-long smear campaigns the way that they do. There is a reason they tell you things like, no one will ever love you the way they do for you what they've done, be there for you the way they've been. Again, please. According to them, they are the best thing that has ever happened to you, will ever happen to you. And you'd be nothing if it weren't for them. Oh, and of course, let's not forget, everybody thinks you're crazy and everyone knows that you're the problem. They don't want you to know, to be aware of your value, your worth, and the fact that you actually have other and likely much better options that await you out there. If they can keep that from you, keep you in fear of going it alone, fear of never finding better, they will, because it serves them. Here's the thing. Narcissists don't go after riffraff. If you have a destructive narcissist latched onto your life in any way, I assure you, it's not because you can't do better. Rather, the reason you have a destructive narcissist attached to your life is because you bring a lot of good stuff to the table of the relationship dynamic. If you didn't, if it wasn't all kinds of good in it for them, they wouldn't be there, I promise you. So please stop falling for the nonsensical con job they're running. You are the prize, and they know it. They just don't want you to know it. Secret number 4, they need you more than you need them, not least as a source of narcissistic supply. They need a target to scapegoat and project what they cannot own, acknowledge, or accept about themselves. They need your emotional reactivity. They need your time, energy, attention, approval, validation, and all of the resources that you bring to the table of the relationship, not least being your vital life force energy. Furthermore, they need you to prop up and enhance their false image and possibly even their social status. If they've selected you as a friend, a romantic partner, if they're a narcissistic family member and they are even bothering to give you the time of day, it is likely that you were selected or are being targeted. In other words, you've been handpicked because you have something that serves them. You enhance their image or make them look good somehow, in some way. I assure you, even if it's not clear to you what that might be, somehow, in some way, you serve a very real purpose for the narcissist, or they wouldn't be there. And this is true even when we're being scapegoated in our families. Remember, narcissistic people require a target, a person to be the target of their projected disowned shadow. They literally need someone to be inferior to them so they can feel superior. Without you, they might actually have to stand still in the truth of who and what they are, face themselves, and get real. And narcissists aren't capable of that. So they will always seek out various sources of narcissistic supply to serve their own sick needs. So remember, they need you far more than you need them. Now, comment below and let me know whether or not you're finding value in this video. Let me know in the comments section below. Also, if you'd like to learn more about the possibility of working with me in one of my coaching programs, there's a link in the description below this video where you can apply to see if you qualify for a free one-on-one consultation with either myself or a member of my team. Secret number 5 that all narcissists keep, the fact that you intimidate them. That's right. The degree to which they are intimidated and or threatened by you is absolutely a secret. They far prefer stay hidden. As the old saying goes, when you are a threat, you will be a target. Even if only behind your back, while they smile nicely to your face and enjoy dinner at your dining room table, but then lie about you and shred you to smithereens the moment your back is turned. Why do they do this? Why do they behave this way? Well, because you intimidate them. You're a threat to their fragile, fear-based, overinflated ego somehow, and any perceived threat is going to be at the very least maligned, again, while they smile to your face and have no problem breaking bread at your table. Now, for highly empathic people, especially if you're still stuck in untreated codependency, this one may be hard to believe, but ask yourself, why would they go to such lengths to manipulate how others see you and perceive you, how others feel about you? If they weren't intimidated or didn't feel threatened by you, why would they feel the need to target you the way that they do, invalidate you, discredit you, assassinate your character as consistently and predictably as they do? Again, narcissistic people are deeply insecure, fear, and shame-based people. So when you show up with your high vibe and big heart, your genuine confidence and good intent, all the good stuff that you carry, that you embody, they're afraid others might notice, might like you more, might see you in a positive light, or worse, as somehow superior to them. And narcissists can't have that, now can they? They really are that petty. With people on the spectrum of destructive narcissism, it is never a game of I'm okay, you're okay, the way it is with relatively healthy and sane others. Rather, it's always a game of one-upmanship. As long as they feel superior, no matter how much deception or delusion is involved, whatever it takes, they have to be perceived as superior, even if covertly. That is the name of the game with people who land on the spectrum of destructive narcissism. Secret number 6, they're jealous, envious, and resentful. Now, they may pay lip service to being happy for you, but not very deep beneath the surface is a boiling cauldron of envy, jealousy, bitterness, and resentment. And they don't want you to know it. They're secretly jealous, not only of the good that you are, but also the good that you have going on in your life. And don't kid yourself. They are also going to be secretly resentful of your growth, the very real and positive ways that you are growing, evolving, and developing. Why? Well, for fear that you might outshine them somehow, do better, be better, look better, know more, become more successful or accomplished. And naturally, that triggers their deep-seated feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. So if you're wondering why they behave the way they do not overlook jealousy, envy, and the resentment they try to hide as a logical explanation. Just because you're not wired this way doesn't mean they aren't. Remember, not everyone has your heart or your good intent for that matter. Secret number 7 that all narcissists keep is the extent to which they gossip about you. Now, here's what you need to know. The lengths with which they go to manipulate and control the opinions and perceptions of others towards you knows no limit. Neither is there any limit to the lengths they will go to keep that secret from you. Remember, narcissistic people want to be seen as superior, and destructive narcissism is about manipulation, domination, deception, and control. And they use toxic gossip as well as smear campaigns as primary tools to ensure that they manipulate perceptions, control the narrative, while they dupe, dominate, and deceive you in the process. Secret number 8, the ease with which they lie. To you, to others, about others, about themselves, and anything else that serves them in the moment. They lie easily. They may very well have done an excellent job of convincing a lot of people, even those closest to them, that they are integral, decent people. But if you've been one of their targets, one of their scapegoats, you know better. And if you're darn honest with yourself, you'll take the rose-colored glasses off and recognize just how often you've watched them twist, distort, lie outright, or lie by omission with tremendous ease. No more difficult than taking their next breath. Make no mistake, friends, people like this are dangerous. They are quite capable of saying whatever it takes to vilify you and cast themselves as the victim or the hero, while the reality is far different from the tall tales that they tell. So my suggestion is, when you know this is who and what you're dealing with, keep your distance and hold your cards very close to your chest. Do not give them any ammunition. Nothing that they can later use against you. In other words, respect your own privacy and be very careful what you share and the degree to which you expose yourself. I promise you, in the end, you'll be very glad you did. Secret number 9, they hide where the money is going. Wherever it's going, the likelihood that you're getting the whole story is slim to none. So whenever you're being told about where all the money is going, you'll want to remember 2 things. People who have nothing to hide, hide nothing. And how do you know when a narcissist is lying? Well, their lips are moving. When it comes to where all the money is going, I assure you, you are not getting the whole story. So be sure to do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself financially, to protect yourself and your financial future in a way that the narcissist has zero access to, no power or control over. Because one thing is for sure, they will not play fair. And when push comes to shove, they will feel entitled to take the lion's share of the pie, no matter how hard you've worked and how much you've sacrificed or contributed to building whatever empire it is that you've built. A narcissist will minimize all of your effort and hard work and feel quite entitled to take it all if they think they can get away with it. So consider this fair warning. And last but not least, secret number 10 that all narcissists keep. They need you to believe that they are the one who has been victimized, or they have no ever-loving idea why so-and-so is mad at them, why they don't answer the phone when they call or speak to them anymore. they play innocent or play victim to circumstances that not only they've created, but they perpetuate. And here's the thing to know about this. They know exactly what they've done or haven't done, as well as what they've said or haven't said through distortions and lies by omission. They know exactly and in great detail the relationship crimes they themselves have committed, not least because they take great delight in doing so. So again, please do not fall for the BS gaslighting con job that they're running. You deserve better, much better, and it's time now. And on that note, I'm going to call it a wrap. But before I go, you should know that the Ascension class is open for enrollment. Now, this is for you if you're ready and able to invest in yourself, you're ready to shift your identity, master the law of attraction, heal your relationship with money, and put a full stop end to the limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behaviors that are holding you back and preventing you from living your best life. If you're ready to reinvent yourself from the inside out, create your dream life by design, and finally become the you were always meant to be, click the link in the description below this video to apply to see if you qualify for a free one-on-one consultation with either myself or a member of my team.